You want to tell me, okay, what black women are involved in this? I promise you I'm not trying to attack the space. I'm not trying to, like, make anyone here feel fucking victimized, okay? But hey, guys, listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right here, because even in this tiny snippet, you can already see the problem with the video. Time for a reality check. First, let's bring up the cult-like behavior that is in the video. He sets himself up as morally and intellectually above everyone else. He's saying things like, I'm risking my safety, as if that automatically gives him authority. And then he tells anyone who doesn't agree or who feels uneasy about violence to just leave. That is classic loyalty filtering. Only the people who stay and obey are considered part of the group. That's literally the core of cult dynamics. Next, coercion disguised as activism, because he's about to tell his viewers, after the clip that I showed you, to tag creators and publicly record their positions. That right there is not activism, that's intimidation. It pressures people to perform loyalty publicly. The message is clear: if you don't follow me, you're against the cause. That's exactly how radicalization escalates. Alright, now let's talk about his racial bias and oversimplification, okay? Look at the language he used. He generalized entire racial groups, implying blame or complicity. That alone is racist, and it primes his audience to see some people as enemies before they've done anything wrong. Mix that with a cult-like framing, and you've got a really dangerous combination. Dehumanization, authority claims, and coercion all in one. And finally, let's talk about his emotion over reasoning. Almost every word is designed to trigger fear, urgency, and anger. There's no evidence, no argument, just loyalty, obedience, and emotion. That's how people get trained to follow blindly. And you want to know what the crazy part is? This is just one snippet. You don't even need the full video to see the pattern. Some people might accuse me of cherry-picking, and yes, I'm only showing this section, but I'm doing it deliberately, and I'm telling you why. This snippet demonstrates the danger. That's responsible documentation. And let's assume that everything he said was, in fact, correct, and everyone agrees. That didn't answer the initial claim of the video.
It's very simple. You have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity.
Let's reality check that as well. Absolute immunity does exist, but it's really, really narrow. It mainly goes to judges, legislators, and prosecutors performing core functions. Most officers, they don't get absolute immunity. They get qualified immunity, which can fail if an officer violates clearly established law or constitutional rights. So just because someone's a federal officer doesn't mean they can do whatever they want. There are still checks, oversights, and legal accountability. Civil suits, criminal liability, internal review, it's all there. The key point is this: you can hold officers accountable legally, and you don't need to threaten anyone, dehumanize people, or try to scare a crowd into action. That's how real accountability works. One more thing. Someone else brought up Malcolm X. Malcolm X did not preach indiscriminate violence. He taught self-defense with clear moral boundaries. That's very different from what we just watched, so don't confuse the two. That is historically wrong and dangerous. Look, anger is understandable, but dehumanization, it's not. If your movement requires people to stop thinking, stop questioning, and stop seeing others as human, then it's already in a fucking black hole. My name is Amir Asaf, Republican with the Free Press Action Network and the American United Organization. Be sure to keep following my socials, otherwise you will see my face again. Have a good day.